Ask me if the Lakers are going to win the NBA championship this year, Chris.
Are the Lakers going to win the NBA championship this year?
No way, no how. The Clippers, they win on the court and they win off the court. Just wait till I get started later on when we talk about this, Chris Broussard. You don't know how happy I am about the Clippers front office and what they do. You want to talk about sticking your chest out and talking with bass in your voice? Yes, sir. The clip joints are the real deal. Yes! You know what? I didn't think you could win an NBA championship in February, but the Clippers just did it.
Hey,
Rob G is so sick. He's sick in there. He's the biggest Laker guy.
Sick.
He is sick.
Feel sick.
well, we will get into that and much, much more on this NBA trade deadline Thursday. That's right, 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. That was the NBA trade deadline, and lots of moves made. You know, no blockbusters.
But a lot of more trades than I thought.
Moves. Some significant ones. You know, Andrew Wiggins, D'Angelo Russell. We saw
I didn't even know Wiggins was
yesterday.
still playing in the league. I never
Are you
hear about him.
serious?
Dude,
No,
I'm just saying.
He's averaging like 20.
Do you hear about him?
22?
No.
No,
I'm just asking.
They're horrible. They've lost 11 or 12 straight.
Right, but I mean,
with him and Karl Anthony Towns, that's ridiculous.
but I'm just saying, like, he with all the buzz when he was coming out and all that. You very seldom.
pick.
I watch highlights and hear stuff, and he's not mentioned, and
No.
mostly because they don't win. And I get
tell
it.
you this though, I like that move for Golden State. We'll get into that later.
right.
But I've said I think Rob has always thought it was a one-team race in the West. But I've said,
the Lakers
it's a
were.
okay, you got it. You had a two-team race.
I said that they were going to be in the mix, but I did pick the Clippers
Right.
from.
But Rob's thought that the Clippers were better. We both agreed on that. But now they put a little, in our view, more distance between themselves and the Lakers. Both teams were interested in Marcus Morris of the New York Knicks. Now, he's been around the block. He's, Boston and, he's been around the league a little bit, but
He
a
played in
very
Detroit,
good player.
too.
Yeah, in Phoenix. I mean, he has been all over the place. Let's not make it like he's, they're getting Karl Anthony Towns or something like that. But
He's a good player.
Marcus Morris is a very good player. He's a tough player. He shoots 43% from three, and that's on 6 attempts a game.
Wow.
So, you know what I mean? It's not like a small sample size. And he's 6'9". He can guard in the post, and I think he'll guard Anthony Davis. Not that he'll shut him down.
You just got to slow him down and make
he'll
him
guard
work,
him better
right?
than whoever they
and make
were
them
going to
work.
put on him. So I think that's a get for them. And he was averaging 20 points a game this year now. Granted, it's for the Knicks, so I'm not going to make too big a deal out of that. Somebody's got to score. However, when he was in Detroit, Rob, you saw him 14 points a game.
Yep.
When he was in Boston, 2 years, good team, 14 points a game. Tough guy, fits perfectly with their attitude. Another dog, so that's just more hunger and attitude and all that they have. And the Lakers may have been able to get him, but the Knicks wanted Kyle Kuzma, Danny Green, and a draft pick, which I would not have done if I'm the Lakers. I would not have done that. The Clippers, though, when they were in talks with the Clippers, and this is where, Rob, you've said they got the better front office.
I remember I said before the season started, I said the one thing I give the Clippers an advantage is if they have to go get a player at the trade deadline, I believe more in their front office than the Lakers front office.
No, and you were right on the money because the talks all week, if not longer, with the Knicks and the Clippers were about the Knicks wanting not just Mo Harkless, but Landry Shamet. They wanted him as well.
No, that ain't happening.
3-point sniper, right. And then a draft pick. Instead, they get Mo Harkless and a draft pick that's going to be late in the first round. So the Clippers, I thought, not only beat the Lakers in the deal, but did it without giving up Landry Shamet, which I think is great.
You couldn't give him up. I'm sorry.
No, he's a great shooter. So
what a good pickup that was. That was in the trade, right, with Philly for
yeah, they got him from Phil. Who was
Tobias Harris?
Tobias, right. That was a good move by them. And they made some good moves because the Chris Paul deal that, Paul just sprung on them like, I'm out of here. I'm going to Houston, see what you can get. They ended up being a great deal for them. They got Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams in that deal. So you're right. Their front office has done a great job. It's freed Doc Rivers up. Now, granted, he didn't want to step down from president, but it has freed him up
to just do
just
what
coach.
he do. Just coach, do what he does best.
Yep.
He did a great job last year. Some people, I know he won a championship in Boston, but might have been his best coaching job considering not having a star player.
Yep.
I know they didn't win anything, Chris, but they didn't quit on Doc Rivers last year.
Right.
After that trade was made and Tobias Harris was sent to Philly. So
Yep.
I love it. I absolutely love what they did. They didn't damage the team and the nucleus that they had, and they got a player who will help them in that matchup with the Lakers at some point during the playoffs. And also in helping themselves, they took away what's something that the Lakers really needed and wanted is so they beat them twice.
Yep.
That's the way I would look at it. And that's a great move for the Clippers. And they continue, like we talk about it all the time, Chris. They haven't really had their full squad. Everybody hasn't played all the time. And their record is really
they're like
good. Where
17-4 with Paul George and Kawhi playing. Right. And they're right behind the Lakers. They're second in the West. They're like 3 games back.
And when the Lakers start that they got off to, you remember, I mean, that's pretty darn good. They weathered the storm, and they're right there. The Lakers were running away with everything early on, and they've come back to the pack a little bit. Still a very good record, and I'm not knocking anything that they've done, but it's good for the Clippers. Yeah,
and look, like you, we both got the Clippers as the favorite now to win the West and the league. I got them over Milwaukee if they meet in the finals. But I'm not going to completely write off the Lakers. I think they got a shot because I do think, Rob, I think you would agree with me, 2 of the 3 best players in L.A. reside with the Lakers. Wouldn't you say that?
Yes, but the best team
is
what can win. It's not always like who has the best players.
Right.
It's about what fits better together,
and that's
Clippers. They just fits, and you just said it. The thing you don't like about the Lakers, and the reason that you say that the Clippers have eclipsed them as the better team, they don't have that dog in them, and they just added another dog. That's the part. I mean, that's what you want, right? You got to have these tough guys.
Yep.
So that you're not pushed around.
Right. And here's what I think it will take. Rob G, you can write this down. You can read it at night when you're weeping and sad and all that. Because, again, I'm giving them a shot.
Belly aching.
But here's what it'll take. 1, LeBron at 35 will have to put on a heroic performance like he did in 2016 against Golden State, where I think you lift your team over a team that's better than you. So that's number 1. Number 2, Anthony Davis is going to have to become more of a fourth quarter scorer because LeBron's going to be fine. He's going to, get his 25 points or whatever against the Clippers. But Anthony Davis, even with Marcus Morris, as good as he is, as good as a pickup, Anthony Davis still should be able to, you know what I mean? He's Anthony Davis. He's a top 5, 6 player in the league. He's got to be able to dominate his matchup. And right now, the Lakers in the fourth quarters, LeBron takes more shots than any player on the team. In fact, he's second in the league to Kyrie Irving, who's hurt. So basically first in the league in fourth quarter shot attempts, which that's fine because LeBron can close. But against the Clippers, they're going to need Anthony Davis to close. And I think, Rob, Anthony Davis has to have that mentality of this is my world. I run this thing. I'm the one that's going to carry us. I'm going to outplay Harrell. I'm going to outplay Zubac. I'm going to outplay Morris. And not just outplay them, dominate them.
Right.
So I think in the fourth quarter, they haven't fed him.
They haven't been able to do that, and that's the other problem so far in the games that the Clippers have won.
Right. He's got 4 points in the fourth quarter, 2 games. No way that's working.
That's not doable, and it ain't going to get you anywhere. And if they continue on that path, and obviously – I don't know when that makeup game is, but the next time we see them, it'll be interesting.
They play in March. They were scheduled to play in March anyway.
Is that the next one? So the other one might be pushed further behind that?
After. I heard somebody say April. We'll see whatever it is. And then the third thing is this. I think Kyle Kuzma, I'm fine with them keeping him because I do think he's a good player. But they got to, again, spend this time, even if it costs you a game, getting him acclimated to playing winning basketball. Now, Kyle, these games matter. Don't worry about your contract. If we win, you will get taken care of. You're going to be the third guy. It'll raise your value, but your shot selection has to be better. You got to, defend more. Like, just work on getting him into playing winning basketball. I think those are what they have to do, Rob, to have a shot to beat the Clippers. And with LeBron and AD, I'm not going to write them off, but we both think the Clippers are the favorite. All right, so what do you think? 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Does the addition of Marcus Morris cement the Clippers' status as the clear-cut best team in Los Angeles and the West and maybe even the NBA? We will continue the conversation with you next. Let's start with Mark in Sacramento. Mark, with the Odd Couple.
What's going on, gentlemen? How you guys doing today?
Doing great, man. What's happening?
Pretty good. I want to hit a couple of quick points. First of all, I think I agree with you guys that the Clippers are ahead of the Lakers. I don't think miles ahead of the Lakers. I'll give you my reasons real quick.
I'll give you that.
Real quick, I'll tell you why. They'll have to play 7 games in about a 15, 16-day span when they do play. And I do believe the Lakers' big front line and rim protection is going to stop the Clippers slashers from getting in that lane, and they're going to control the boards. In a 7-game series, they're going to wear them down. That's what I think if they play. And here's what I said to you guys before. It's not when they play. It's what street fight they're going to get into with what other team before they play, because they're West is stacked. What street fight? That's what's going to determine it. That's what I think.
Well, I'll give you that the 8th seed is probably going to be significantly worse than the top 7. So if the Lakers can hold on and, say, get Memphis or San Antonio or even Portland, in that first round, that's an advantage because OKC is they're almost locked in the 7th.
But I
and they're going to be, they're scrappy. They won't beat you, but they'll make it tougher, I guess.
But this
Although Dallas, actually OKC and Dallas are fighting for 6 and 7. So, and they could move up.
But if you're going to win a championship, Chris, you're going to play some teams. You got to. What did Toronto do last year? 7 games against Philadelphia, down 0-2 to Milwaukee.
Right.
That's what championship teams do. It ain't going to be a cakewalk. I don't expect the Clippers to go 16-0.
Right.
That's not what's going to happen. They're going to have their bumps in the road and things don't go right. But I'm talking about, can you beat them 4 times in a 7-game series? And with the roster, the dogs, the coaching, no, I don't see it. That's what I'm talking about. That's all.
And you remember in 2008 when Boston, the Big Three, Garnett, Allen, Pierce came together, they went 7 in each of the first 2 rounds.
Do you remember against Atlanta?
Yeah,
Atlanta almost won that.
Yep.
Let's go to Keith in Peoria, Illinois. Keith, you're on The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
How we doing, fellas?
What's up?
Good to hear from you guys. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Rob, I could understand it coming from you. But, Chris, come on. Let's use the limbs on the tree, not the stone. Can you read the conspiracy theory that's going on here in the NBA?
No, I can't. You gotta enlighten me. Go ahead.
Well, I shall enlighten you. 16 championships. LeBron playing with the Lakers. Do you really think New York wanted to give Marcus Morris to the Lakers for too much, as I would look at it? We already kept Kuzma from the trade with the Pelicans for Anthony Davis. That was for a reason. Now you want us to give something up like one of our only 3-point shooters we have.
Well, first of all, Keith, here's the thing. They had to do that for financial reasons. Kuzma doesn't make enough to just do a straight-up trade for Marcus Morris. So it's not a conspiracy.
What conspiracy?
The Knicks are going to do the best deal for them. Come on,
that's
man.
what it's about.
And Rob and I have covered pro sports for 20-some-odd years, 30-some-odd years for him. Look, the league, Rob, the league would like nothing more than the Lakers to win the championship this year.
And they would like nothing more than the Knicks to be relevant,
right.
and they haven't been for 25 years. So if it's a conspiracy and the league wants this or want that, the Knicks would be good by now.
No question. They would have won a lottery. They would have got some superstar.
Something would have happened, and it hasn't happened. Thanks, Keith.
Yeah, and think of the story. Kobe, the year Kobe dies, LeBron, the Lakers winning. I mean, the league would love. That'd be perfect for the league.
And what do we talk about? we mentioned the two other tragedies where it looked like when the Yankees were in the World Series 9/11, they didn't win.
Right.
When
Right.
the Hurricane Katrina, New Orleans lost to Chicago in the NFC Championship game. You remember?
Yep.
So they don't always work out like that.
Let's go to Max in Georgia. Rob Jr., what's up?
This is a hard day for the Lakers, and I gotta say, I kind of like it. This is another body to throw at LeBron. It's another body to throw at Giannis potentially. This team is just doing their thing. You guys said it beautifully. They're streamlining themselves straight to the playoffs. I don't think they're going to lose more than 4 games this whole playoff. So I'm going to say that.
I'm not there yet. I'm not there.
That's with Milwaukee and the Lakers, and that's not even to mention the earlier teams they might face.
Because teams could come out one night and shoot well.
Yeah,
We've seen it before. But I hear you, Max. The team is in good shape. How about Isaiah in Baltimore? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Isaiah?
Hey guys. So yeah, when this trade happened, I did put the Clippers a little bit over the Lakers, but I'm just gonna say it. And I know you guys, you love Jordan. I'm just gonna say it flat out. If LeBron beats this Clippers team and then leads them to the NBA championship, he's the greatest player.
No,
of all
he
time.
ain't. No, he ain't.
I don't want. So first of all, Rob, you like Aaron Rodgers. He's 1-3 in the.
That has nothing to do with Isaiah. The bottom line is
I
you
don't
can't.
wanna
He
hear-
lost
you
6
guys-
times. Stop it. He ain't no
Gary
better than
Payton
Michael
and John
Jordan.
Kent.
He lost 6 times in the finals. He's the finals failure of all time. You're always trying to come up. He's lost more than Michael Jordan has won. Wait, where is that? Stop it. And if he loses, what? Oh, it ain't fair because the Clippers went out and they got Paul George and Kawhi. That ain't fair to LeBron. You guys kill me with that. He's not better than Michael Jordan and won't be.
Isaiah, look, it would be a tremendous accomplishment. It would be the crowning achievement of his career. He would be the first player ever to lead 3 different franchises to championships. And with his individual numbers, I mean, it'd be awesome. But no, it wouldn't put him ahead of Michael Jordan. It wouldn't. I mean, Michael Jordan never even went to a 7th game in the finals.
Just stop it.
That's no slight on LeBron. It's
not.
second best of all time. I mean, come on.
But they're always looking for something, Chris, like, oh, if he did this, then he would be the greatest. If he did that, or if he became the all-time leading scorer, then he would. Dude, really?
LeBron has not dominated the NBA like Jordan did.
10 times he led the league in scoring, Chris. 10 times.
And LeBron, we talk about it. When he was in the East, he put it on lock, right, Rob?
Yep.
8 years straight to the finals. Other teams shook, don't play their best when they face it. Like he had it on lock. Jordan did that with the whole league.
With the whole league, and we always mention, we can name 10 Hall of Famers who didn't sniff the NBA Finals trophy. 10.
Right. Including Shaq and those guys when Jordan was still in the league. What's happening, y'all? It's Chris Broussard.
I'm Rob Parker.
And we are
The Odd Couple. Check us out as often as you can on YouTube.
And always remember, I'm Oscar and he's Felix.
Oh, man. Are you serious?